Hey, I am TC, your girlfriend, not girlfriend, and the most honest F buddy you've never had. Today's topic, is it better to have a long-term or short-term friends with benefits relationship? Let's get into it. Now, if you've been on this channel, you know I do my best not to give you my answer, but for me to give you some things to think about so you can come to your own conclusion. So this video is no different. The first thing I would say that you should think about is how fearful are you of becoming attached or of them becoming attached? If that is like a big no-no or something you absolutely don't want, you're fearful of, you're trying to steer clear of, then I would lean on the short-term side, because the longer you go, the more time you have for emotions to get more involved. I think that kind of goes without saying, right? Like if you're only having this friends with benefits relationship with a person for maybe, let's say 3 months, under 6 months, I would say you're kind of in the safe zone for staying away from any deep emotional attachment growing. But once you go past that 6-month mark, you're treading in high water at that point. Anything can happen, whether it be on your end or their end, and you guys may have to deal with it down the road. The next thing I would say to think about, and this comes up often on this channel, is why do you want to be in a friends with benefits relationship in the first place? So if you are looking for kind of just some company for the moment, then shorter term would be more of what you're looking for, because getting into something longer term, again, just like the point from before, it's just attaching yourself to that person for a longer period of time. And it doesn't mean that you guys have to be seeing each other to the same capacity throughout the entire time that you guys are doing the friends with benefits relationship. However, if you're really just kind of wanting to be in the moment and that's why you're going for a friends with benefits relationship, longer term wouldn't be the best for you. But let's say you're really yearning for someone you can trust, just like that real close best friend, or just someone you can lean on and talk to, even if it's just to go over some of the thoughts that are going on in your head, whether it be about like work or career or whatever, and you just want that person you can trust to come to and not have to think too much about it, then longer term may be a better option here, because trust is built over time. So if you decide to go the shorter route, then you don't give yourself the opportunity to really build that trust with that person so that you can share your whole self with and be open about those harder topics in your life. The next thing I would say to consider is, what kind of lifestyle do you live? Are you one of those people who really enjoy the nomadic lifestyle? So you live in a city for 6 months or a year or something like that, and then you pick up and you move to another city, or you just go wherever the jobs are. You just like really living in different places. You like being nomadic. If that's the case, a longer term friends with benefits relationship may not be the best for you. Now, naturally in these kind of situations, once you like hop cities or something like that, the friends with benefits relationship kind of fizzles out on its own. So you really don't have to do any of that hard thinking between long term and short term. But I mentioned this in this particular case because if you are a person that enjoys nomadic living, but you start attaching yourself to a friends with benefits for the longer term, that could impact your want to pick up and go to another place like normal. So if you already go into a situation with the mindset of, and you share this with that person, that this is a short-term thing, you guys are going to have a great time, then you're not thinking too much about that next move that you want to make. You're not really doubting yourself. You're just kind of really having fun, really being in the moment, and really doing what you want to do. The last thing I want to mention, and it is my playing territory, it's what I love. I love to give, I love to receive. The added benefits of being in a longer term friends with benefits relationship. If you are a person who really doesn't care for the girlfriend, not girlfriend experience, or the boyfriend, not boyfriend experience, then a short term is doable for you. Like, that is cool. You can just get in it, get out of it. You're not really concerned about all the added benefits, like, the thoughtfulness and the higher levels of consideration and the super closeness. You're not really concerned about any of that. You're just kind of enjoying the intimacy while it's there, enjoying the sex, enjoying the in the moment fun, and that's all for you. But if you are a person who enjoys kind of an elevated friends with benefits experience where you guys temporarily sometimes role play in those girlfriend, boyfriend type roles, then a longer term friends with benefits relationship may be more of what you're looking for, because that kind of stuff develops as you trust one another emotionally, as you become more comfortable, as you're able to be honest about the things that you like and don't like. You give another person an opportunity and yourself the opportunity to fill in those roles that make you feel most comfortable, that excite you the most. Like for me, I enjoy providing a level of emotional support for friends with benefits that I'm with. So I love for him to be able to come to me with things that he's dealing with, what he's working through in his mind, all of those kind of things that you don't really get down deep in and share with a person that is kind of just surface level, or I guess a little below surface level, since we're talking about friends with benefits here. But you just don't get to share that with maybe a 3-month situation or a 4-month situation, because you guys are just really enjoying where you are and you don't necessarily trust that person to go that deep into your mindset. So that concludes my thoughts on what may be better, a long-term or short-term friends with benefits relationship. Again, I'm not going to give you the answer, but just some things to think about and how I would work through figuring that out for myself. Because the real answer is, for a friends with benefits relationship, any relationship, honestly, there is no what is the best, because the best is predicated upon you and that other person. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section below and I will do my best to answer those. And if you want me to go more into detail about my personal experience and how I may have made those decisions for myself, both my friends with benefits relationships were long term, but how or why I came to that decision, I am 100% open to sharing that. But for now, be free, have fun, be safe, guys, and enjoy.